Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. Now, people, I don't know if being a family that or find themselves in a controversial circumstances, as in any sorts of sexual advancement to their own children. But it seems as if there's a curse as it pertains to CMR and his brother. The whole family seems as if them have some sorts of petty in them genetic makeup. And this was based on a couple of videos that have been making its round or their rounds on social media, wherein CMR's brother, Chevon, I think his name is, was seen in a video with his little daughter. The little daughter bent over and was playing in something on the ground. And he made a comment that you're just like your mother can bend over and take BACKAS. Now, people, this little pitney is 5-year-old, not showing the picture or video because of YouTube's policy and just common decency. But I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what he said, and then I'll give my piece. So, people, there you have it, coming straight from the horses or jackass, petty jackass's mouth. First thing first, as a father, as a parent, because the mother and father were both there when this was being recorded. And neither one of them, Chevon, who said it, and the mother that was there, did not see anything inappropriate, raise zero red flags. They thought that that was normal conversation. Now, people, as humans, sometimes you put your foot in your mouth, but there are certain things or thoughts that should not go through your mind. And even if it flashed through your mind, which it shouldn't, it is not something that you want to spew out there, toxic, and say. And then what is worse, you put it out on social media and thought that it is funny and thought that you would have an audience. Until, of course, you get the backlash, because even though a lot of sick-minded persons, especially in a Jamaican, there's a lot of decent people that are going to immediately see it. Why it did not dawn on the mother or the father that something was very wrong, something was very inappropriate in the statement and the whole circumstance? Don't understand these people. Makes you want to wonder if CMR sick, Chevon sick, the whole family sick, including the women in that family. But people, when we thought that that was bad enough, there was also a next video, a next audio that is making its round that is just as inappropriate on the same level, worse or, well, not better. There's no better in neither one of them. So, people, I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what he said once again, maybe before or after. Don't know. Either way, it does not matter. It is wrong and it is disgusting. Take a listen, take a look.
I'm going to play a video for your ear. Listen closely. This is a different video.
Kiss your daddy. Lift her up and kiss her. Kiss dada. Kiss dada. Kiss dada. Kiss dada again. Suck out dada tongue.
Suck out what kind of dada tongue? What you mean suck out dada tongue? For what? I don't know, laugh like it funny. Good people out there want to breed and can't breed. And I want to get pitney. I don't know, laugh like it funny. Here where you're thinking dirty man say yesterday and you can come back again but suck out dada tongue. I only saw a little bit of honey in a eat so. I want to come and laugh like it funny. Not funny about it. You know that man no better. None of you no better. It two one is a little dog shit.
So, people, there you have it. Two different audio, two different situation. When you thought that he make a mistake, if you even give him a 1% benefit of the doubt, him kind of stupid and maybe he has instinctively the petty genes, so therefore those things seems appropriate and seems normal to him. But then when you realize you get a backlash, you come back and you make a situation that was bad even worse. Sometimes we have to wonder if it is because of social media. People realize or think that most people don't care about decency, don't care about morals, have zero scruples, zero etiquette or ethics. Sorry. So you feel like you have a market, you feel like you have an audience out there that just want to hear some buffoonery, just want to hear some sick, demented stuff. Because that could be the only reason, and even so, it is not justified. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called Bad Habits Die Young, and literally they do. I am speaking about an incident that took place in Asicola, which is in Florida, in which 6 persons lost their life. 3 Jamaican born, the Andersons, and then a next person known as Mullins. Those were the adults, and then 3 children belonging to either or all of those. They are American born from Jamaican parentage. Based on the information, it is said that their 2 daughters, one of them is actually 3-year-old, was celebrating or was about to celebrate a birthday. The next child is 3 months, a 3-year-old and 3 months. The family was rushing to a location that was about 2 hours from where they live in Asicola, Florida, or maybe it happened in Asicola, Florida. It is said that the driver of the vehicle and Hyundai overtook a line of traffic and then end up in a truck, semi-truck, that was going in the opposite direction. So therefore, them a go east and the truck a go west. They were in the wrong side. So the left side of their vehicle hit on the right side of the truck, vice versa. It is said that both the truck and the vehicle that the 6 persons were in burst into flame. All the occupants in that car, that was a mangled mess, were trapped inside that vehicle and pretty much they were toasted. It is said that the driver of the truck was rushed to the hospital. He is okay. So out of the 7 people, 6 of them did not make it. It is said that they are from Spanish Town, St. Catherine, not Spanish Town, St. Catherine. I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what the father has to say. His name is Mr. Errol Anderson. He is the father of the Andersons. And then I'll give my piece.
Mother said she will keep our party Saturday. But for some reason, I never know she has a far she love. 2-hour drive from where she live original. If she did tell me, but I tell her, I said no. I go so far. I have to cry, I just cry. But I try to do less of that. Because right now, my wife up there, she just come out of the hospital back a while ago. Okay, when she heard the news, she collapsed? From she heard the news Saturday, she collapsed. She go in the hospital and come out yesterday. And she go back in the hospital today again and them just let her out back again. 2 generations of my youth them gone. It's tough, you know? Real tough. This is not a normal thing. We never expect this, none at all. Leave me, I look for this.
Now, people, based on the information, these people left Jamaica about 2013, with their 2025, 12 years or so. The children were born there. Based on the information from what the mother of the other girl, her name is Mullins, had to say, she's a bright girl. She had a bright future. She was studying to be a neurosurgeon, went to school, was about to do her intern. Obviously, she is not going to make it. I am going to let you hear what the mother of that lady had to say. Obviously, she was distraught. Take a listen, take a look.
She was on that path, and in August, she was supposed to start a job that would land her right in the direction of becoming that, and it all went in flames. She's a good girl. She's a beautiful soul. The girls, they left here when they were kids. And yeah, I know them, I know their father and their mother. So I know it's devastating for them also because it's 5. So it can't be just like a regular death. This is tragic, you know, the whole scheme tear up, rip apart from this.
Now, people, first thing first, condolences to the family of the Andersons, family of the Mullins. Very tragic situation. Nobody is supposed to lose their life, even if they did something stupid. Even if they risked their life, meaning the driver. Even if nobody said anything. Even if things happened so fast, nobody could have said to the driver, what the FUCK are you doing? And remember, I said the theme of this is bad habits die young, and this is literally. What I mean by this, the same habits what we have at Jamaica, we dance a yard and we go and we dance abroad, the same type of skank, the same type of style. Meaning that bad habits on the road, meaning that lead foot, meaning that blazing like some mad bats out of hell. Meaning that leave where you want to go late and expect to reach early, so you try to make up for time. You can never buy back time. Time lost, like the wise man said, can never be regained. People, all of this could have easily been avoided. Had persons been disciplined, had persons adhered to the road code, and had persons stopped treating life as if life is a video game. When you're playing a video game and you make a mistake, you can press restart and start over. Unfortunately, in a real life, you're not given that option. If you make a mistake and that mistake is fatal, there goes 6 persons, never to come back again. Such is the case in this case, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called a chain of unfortunate incidents, events, back to back to back. First one is in Westmoreland, where it is confirmed that an 11-year-old Desiree Smith that attended New Hope Primary School, that is in Westmoreland, White House to be specific. Based on the information, it is said that he was leaving school about 3 p.m. just after school. When he fell into a gutter, that gutter then slid him or dragged him into a ditch off to the sea. Them call the police, them call the principal, them call the parents, them call the fire brigade, them call just about everybody. However, nobody could save him. Now, people, I am assuming that sometimes you have mistake and sometimes it is an isolated incident. However, I am assuming in this case, that ditch has always been there, and whenever we have a rainy season, such as it is right now, people's lives are going to be in danger, including children at that school, because that ditch is right by the side of the school. And I am assuming, unless them just build the ditch has been there for years. So I ask myself this question, whether the relevant authority, meaning the school, did not make any sorts of provision to make sure say the little pitney them don't fall in the dish and get ditched and then wash it, go a sea. Well, people, obviously that did not happen. So therefore, it could have easily been prevented had the relevant authority, meaning the school, and the relevant authority, meaning the government, put into play security measures. So that was one case. So the next case took place in St. Elizabeth's by the Frenchman's Beach, that is close to Treasure Beach, where a young man, 17-year-old Dijon Greyhorn, he is from Manchester. Based on the information, it is said that a group of persons went to the beach to have a fun day, family fun day. However, the current, washed away that 17-year-old, and he was never to be seen after that. I want you to take a look to what some residents in the area, fishermen, had to say. How this group of persons When people talk to them ignore them disrespect them until somebody lost their life. I want you to take a look to what the residents or fishermen in the area has to say about an incident or incidents that have been happening back to back and people just don't listen. Take a look.
We not really look for anybody going to sea at this point in time in this weather because the weather hard. From when the weather hard. So we don't expect nobody supposed to go in the sea to swim at this time when you see this type of weather.
Of their own way and never tell them they can't swim. And some of them come here and they can't swim. They cannot swim. But you see for yourself that they can't swim. You know, some of these people, they don't listen to others who born on the seaside and know about the beach. Sometimes they listen, you know, and they do the thing the opposite way. And sometimes they have a bad attitude. And some they don't listen. Only show them the sign and they don't listen and do the thing the opposite way. I when I mean difficult now, because they help.
This beach need 2 lifeguards where to help people. Where you're portable, put them on the beach that them can save people life. Too much life right at a little spot right here, so just go like that. Because no assistant of lifeguard on the beach. So we don't know if the government or the hotel owner them are anybody where hopefully with that help to get 2 lifeguards or even a little boat we can help when the fisherman them gone out, that boat is still on the dock.
Now, people, we know that Jamaicans are a bunch of reactive instead of proactive. They don't take precaution. We talk about the residents, we talk about the mindset, we talk about the government. This beach, the people may live at the beach, people them that are familiar with places, whether a river or a sea, them know the dangers. People that come from out of town and them just go there and them see say the sea rough. Know within themselves that them can't swim, can't save themselves, but them decide, even though they saw the warning signs, even though everybody them pass and say, listen, I wanna do louder sea alone, I better wanna come back next time when the sea calmer, nature bigger than non-skull. Them still not listen, and the liquor boy wash away. 17-year-old could have easily been prevented, avoided. Had better heads prevail. But like I say, the theme of this is a chain of unfortunate events. Better yet, who can hear them and go feel a hard ears make for a soft ASS. Unfortunately, people have to lose them life, and even after many people before them lost their life, somebody still a go try and think say the rules does not apply to them. Unfortunately, they learn the fatal way, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called the dangers of social media, especially when you know that you are not living an hopeful life, when you know say you're involved in all sorts of ish, whenever you have enemy, whether it is by choice or people just hate you or bad-minded. I am speaking about a man, his name is Leonard Williams. He is a Jamaican born, now living in Norfolk. Norfolk is in Virginia in the United States. Based on the information, it is said that he had just arrived in a Jamaica, just land, went to his neighborhood in a Duane Park. When he got there, he made a post on social media. I guess he was telling his friends or alerting his enemies, say, yeah, but they are Jamaica floss. The shatters are back in town. Well, people, it seems as if the shatters actually got the notice, saw the memo, see the message in the bottle, and they decided that they were going to break him like Humpty Dumpty in a battle. He did not even battle for his life. It is said that at about 9:30 p.m. or so, he was accosted by a group of men, blaze him up, take him out, rush him to the KPH. However, unfortunately, he did not make it. He lost the will to survive. Now, people, here's the thing like me say. You're the America and you're legitimate. and you have a regular 9 to 5 doing the decent thing, maybe it is not a good idea because sometimes you have people just hate you for no reason. Sometimes you come at Jamaica and people see you and spot you out. You stand out like a sore thumb. Them say, yeah, foreigner there. However, the fact that this man was taken out as soon as he made a post on social media, we can come to the assumption that this is more than coincidental. Somebody did not just pounce upon him and rob him because him stand out like a sore thumb. Him look like a foreigner, him look like him have stuff. It did not seem like some random case of robbery gone wrong turned to DEATH. More than likely, somebody knew that he was leaving Virginia and he was coming to Jamaica. Virginia, it is kind of harder to take away people because the police actually do investigation. Even if it is a cold case, they do not relent on cases that include takeaway, whether you are American or Jamaican. Every life matters for the most part. However, Jamaica is not the same case. Jamaica, it is loose ball because police don't really follow up. So more than likely, if them not catch you on the spot when you're in the deed, then more than likely you are going to get away. So more than likely, these person kind of assess and analyze the situation and say to themselves, you know, say if you want to take him out, this is the appropriate time. People, I am just assuming. Unfortunately, he lost his life after he made a post on social media. So therefore, that speaks volume. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, Jamaicans are very innovative. However, not for positivity, always for negativity. Always a scam and scheme and figure out ways in which they can rob people, take advantage of unsuspecting victims. Such is the case of a hotel worker, several known as Obi. He is from St. James, the scamming capital. However, he worked at a hotel in Hanover. Based on information, it is said that his scheme was to go in the people room. He would not steal their phone. He would not steal their cash. However, what he did could get these people in even more trouble. What he did, he went in the people's room and he had $100, $50, $20, $5 US, and he would switch the people legitimate, good, real currency US dollar for his fake counterfeit dollars, meaning the 50, the 100, the 20, the 5, the Ray, and the T. However, it seems as if a lot of guests were complaining. Don't know if when them give the people them tip, the people them a complain, say, listen, them broke foreigner, yeah, them thief in foreigner, yeah, don't want to tip us, so therefore them come with fake money. An investigation was launched and a sting was set up and Mr. Obi was caught on the job on Sunday. They found him with a couple of hundreds, well, not a couple, many, $50, $100, and $20 bill. Obviously, they took him to the house where they found even much more, 100, 50, 25, the Ray, the Tay. Also, a shoebox with money, I guess, that he exchanged and get the good people legitimate money. He is presently locked up, pending to be officially charged, pending to be convicted. Now, people, here's the thing. You cannot dibble and dabble in a legitimate and illegitimate. If you decide that you want to go and get a 9 to 5, own your own business, you should not mix good business and bad business. It does not mix like two dicks and no chicks. So this man decides him going to rob the people money, exchange the money, do a switcheroo. Do you know the amount of trouble that these people can get in if they went outside, buy something, and the people thinks them up try pull a fast one upon them and lock them up, or even when they were going back home with these fake currency. So what this shows you is that people don't think about the repercussion, the backlash, the legal wranglings, the problems and trouble that they put people in that just came to Jamaica for a vacation. get themselves locked up in a foreign prison for no reason. Sad, but this is Jamaica. These are Jamaicans, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.